those criteria were met.
Yes, and appreciated by Ronnie there, tapped the table, just to say, good shot. And it was. He won't play many better safety shots in the match than that, Sean Murphy. Ronnie thinking of swerving this and playing the red over the corner.
If he gets in too deep, he may go in off this red. Well, he didn't. But when we look from behind the pocket there may be a red that's on to the left middle, but it would be a very risky pot to take on.
Sean's just looking down in the corner there. If he plays off the middle red of the three on the right and leaves the cue ball down in the what we call the green pocket area, the top red will be covered, so he's got that as a safety shot if he wants it. And clip off this and down into the green pocket area. See him just checking there. This is very high quality stuff at the minute. Both players jousting for the best opening they can get, but whatever questions asked at the minute, they both seem to have an answer.
Got a path down the left-hand side of the table to return to Bob. The only problem is, if he catches it a fraction too thick, he could collide with the black. So he's got to err on the side of hitting this red very thin. And then if you hit it too thin, you can always catch the bump in the middle pocket. So it looks as though he's not going to risk the return to Bob. He's coming around with two cushions to nestle into the bottom of the bunch of reds. This is certainly a no-risk policy that Ronnie's thinking of at the moment. Back to the thin one. And he did hit it too thick, and he's caught the black. And Sean Murphy looks to have won that safety battle. He looked for an alternative to that, because, as I say, he had to hit it very thin. In the end, he thought it was worth the risk. He may be sitting there now thinking it could be a costly mistake. It's up to Sean Murphy to prove whether it is or not.
One. Seven.
Not an easy opportunity, this. Obviously the pink looks like, for the most part, it's tied up. Obviously Might go in the left-hand side middle, but which is what he's played for.
8.
But not totally straightforward. And of course, when Ronnie played that safety shot and hit the black, he's knocked the black onto the top cushion, so that's out of commission at the moment. So work to be done.
$14. Yep.
Pink wasn't available into the right corner, so played it for the blue, and he's played it nicely. He'd like to concentrate on the blue and pink. I think you want to play on the black at any time at the moment to risk what would be a tricky black along the top cushion. I'll play the cannon on the red, but in all fairness, he could have played that better.
20.
And to leave the red straight so he could retain position on the blue. He'll have to play for a baulk colour now. Well, he tried
21.
to check it to come up from the blue, and he's made a mess of that.
Yeah, interesting way to play that, checking it actually, because you just played that natural angle. Would have thought it'd come between green and brown anyway. Good competent recovery with the rest.
24.
At least when Sean pots this red, he's opening on another pocket for the pink.
25. $31.
Well, there is a red at the bottom of that line of 3 that goes into the right corner. He'd play it if he was guaranteed position on the pink, but he's going to be running into a second red, so it's a little bit too risky. That one he was certain
32.
to be on the blue. Play for that bottom red
37.
this time, but still the same problem. Be running into other reds, so I've got to judge the screw back correctly.
38.
And has done. Although having said that, I'll just retract what I said. That's not perfect. He's the wrong side of this pink, and there doesn't seem to be anything available into the right corner. So he needs to do quite a bit with the cue ball here at first glance.
Yes, just wondering whether the red closest to the cue ball goes in the middle pocket. I wonder if he could pot the pink and screw back off the side cushion. And that red, well, it does go, so that might be the next way forward. Except he's overscrewed it. So that's end of break.
44.
Yes, he didn't play that well. So it was just getting to the stage where you thought, well, he might make a frame-winning contribution here, but he's going to have to leave the table with a 40-point lead. But still a possible 75 left on.
Sean Murphy, 44.
Nicely played, and a good finish, good safety. But he'll be disappointed that he didn't make a little bit more than that. Ronnie needs a good safety now. Too thick. That's why it's only just reached the baulk line, and he's left Sean a chance. When you're 40 points behind, as Ronnie O'Sullivan was there, you can't afford a poor safety, because he's now give Sean the opportunity to clinch the frame.
One.
Well, that's not the worst kiss you've ever had. That could have hit that red full ball and been on nothing. Getting the kiss off the left-hand side of the red. Flicked onto the cushion, and this is perfect.
Three.
43 ahead. 67 remaining at the moment, but a couple of reds, couple of colours. We'll see him.